This is ruining our lives. This is a video for people like me who struggle with social media addiction to get a mindset switch and also just a wake-up call. Sometimes when I scroll, I sit there and think, why am I doing this? Okay, I know that scientifically it's because of the dopamine release that we get, and we've gotten so used to, the quick dopamine, the instant gratification. We've gotten so used to it that that's just what our brain does, okay? But here's the reality. When you scroll for hours and hours, I want you to ask yourself, do you actually retain most of that information? Do you even retain a little bit, if anything? Like, we are literally wasting our precious time. Time is something that will never, ever come back to us. We are wasting our precious time scrolling on the internet where it doesn't even give us any sort of knowledge or wisdom that we can learn from. We are spending so much time watching other people live out their dreams while we're here scrolling on our phones doing absolutely nothing. Is that what you want to waste your energy on? Do you not have goals and dreams that you need to achieve? If you spent that scrolling time on your business or on your dream, on studying, whatever you need, can you imagine how much further in life you can get? And a lot of us are so used to being in that comfort zone, being in that state of instant gratification. We're so comfortable in that position that we don't want to go outside of that box. Because doing new things and, going after your goals is actually uncomfortable. But we refuse to do that just because we're so used to being in this box that we've built for ourselves. Do you not feel like you're worth that time? Like, you really need to ask yourself, do you feel like you're not worth the time to invest in? Your answer should be, you're worth investing in. So stop investing on other people's dreams and focus on your own. Build something for yourself. We're losing so much focus that we've completely forgotten about our own dreams. And our social media addiction is literally reducing our ability to think, because when you have nothing else to do, your brain thinks. People are so invested in other people's business that they don't have time to even think for themselves anymore. Like, do you really even know yourself? Because I don't think we do. Like, if you look on certain sides of Instagram, there are toxic messages being put out. Everyone looks the same, the beauty standard, this and that and the other. And it's like, okay, why don't you take a step away from it and actually think for yourself? Think about other things. And it's so insane to me that, like, we've come to a point where being in nature and stuff is like, oh my gosh, it's a big deal. Because we just don't do it anymore. Like, how sad is that? Having genuine connections with people is seen as a wow. Like, what has happened? The other day, I was literally thinking about this, but I was on the train and I was just looking at everyone, and everyone's just on their phone, okay? I'm not saying I'm not one of those people. Of course I am. But majority of the time, I just listen to some music and look around. But I was looking at it and I was thinking, I wonder when phones weren't invented, I wonder if people like actually talk to each other while they were on the train because there was really nothing else to do. Like, those social times, I genuinely wonder what it was like. And it's so sad that we don't have that anymore. So, next time you're on public transport, like, just look around a bit. It doesn't have to be for the whole time, but just look around a bit and let your mind wander. I think the saddest thing that I see, especially for kids nowadays, is that they struggle with it a lot, especially kids in school. I've noticed that a thing is that they really, really, really struggle to focus, and I 100% see that it's a social media issue for sure. It's reducing our attention spans by so much, to the point where, like, kids literally can't sit still in schools. How, like, it's so troubling. I feel so bad for them because I know that it's not their fault that they've been exposed to this. And I wish we could take the social media away from them, but, you know, it's really a parent thing. And it's really to each their own, you know. But yeah, it's really, really affecting them negatively. And one of my family friends, she was saying how the Instagram that she uses occasionally is on her mom's phone. And she was saying how, like, oh, I don't want to get Instagram until I finish my exams, which is in like 2 years, I'm pretty sure, for her, because I don't want to get addicted to it. And I was so, and Nungi, if you're watching this, like, I was so shocked by it, and I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, what a mature child. That, like, she realizes the problems with social media. And I reckon she probably sees it with her friends, right? This is what I mean, like, it's so bad for kids, especially in school. Being exposed to that early on means that their focus and their attention span is going to be so bad. It's so difficult for them to learn in an environment like that. And that's not just kids, that's also us adults. Like, it's really hard for us to focus on the work that we need to do because of our scrolling addiction. And this isn't new news. Obviously, this isn't new news. But I'm trying to drill it into you guys that, like, if we don't stop this, we are not going to be able to achieve our goals. It's as simple as that. You have to put so much importance on yourself. You do. If a girl in high school can think that way, there's no way we can't either. Like, it's so inspirational that she even, you know, thought that way. We need to change this habit, guys. We really need to change this habit. Now, I want to talk about, like, how we can use social media for our benefit. Obviously, creating content is kind of one of them, but also curating your For You page to actually informational things rather than things like brain rot and, like, just random videos that literally give no value to your life. That needs to be cut off. What I've been doing is every time I see something that I know is not very educational, I just put not interested, not interested. I try to do that a lot, but it's so interesting. It's so hard to curate your For You page to something motivational versus, like, as soon as I like something that's funny, that's what comes up on my FYP. And I think it's so interesting because it's like, oh, they're really trying to grab your attention and make you less smart. Like, it's so obvious that that's what they're trying to do, because there's no way that I like a study video and it doesn't really change up my For You page. But the moment I have curated it all to my studying or, like, motivational content, the moment I find a funny one and I like it, everything's just that. Like, that's so crazy. We need to beat the system and make sure that we've curated our For You page. And when we do see those comedy ones, honestly, like, I just don't like them sometimes because I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't want my For You page to change because it will distract me. I have had so many times that I've just been like, I need to use a flip phone at this point. And so that's why I was like, I'm going to make a video about this so then even I can come back to it and watch it later, because sometimes you just need that wake-up call to realize that they are trying to reel you in. They are trying to make you think less. They are trying to make you literal zombies, literal robots that just scroll and, you know, are mindless. That's what they're trying to do. Those social media apps, that's what they are trying to do. But there are ways where we can use it to achieve our dreams. So let's use it for that. Anyways, guys, this is just a video on how I feel right now about social media scrolling, and just, yeah, this is also a message to myself, and I know that some of you guys really need it too. So that's why I decided to make it. But yeah, I will see you guys next week.